Welcome to UF 200 Online. You have accessed this video by clicking on Module 1, Getting Started, and scrolling down to this orientation video. Please take the time to watch this entire video. For the next 5 weeks, we will be working together to complete each of the 3 weekly modules. Each module's worth of work is equivalent to meeting in class twice a week for a total of 2.5 hours, as well as doing the homework. This video is meant to familiarize you with the course and how to navigate and complete assignments in an online context. For every module, 3 per week for a total of 15, there will be required reading, videos to watch, quizzes, a piece of research, discussion boards, sharing of ideas and beliefs, 2 group activities per week, and weekly reflection questions to answer. There are several writing assignments, a discussion leader assignment, and experiential, or more probable, a virtual learning project. Make sure you carefully schedule your time during this course. It's like a part-time job with an estimated 22 to 25 hours of work per week. I suggest you set up your own calendar and refer to the UF 200 course site at least 5 times a week. There is also a 2020 due dates calendar that you can find in syllabus and more in the Blackboard menu. My name is Chris Clover. I am your instructor for this online 200 course. In this slide, you can see that I enjoy all the outdoor features that living in the West provides. The dog is Sikh, and he loves to have people skip rocks at the river. I have a master's in counseling and have taught for University Foundation since 2012. For more information about me, please click on the instructor information. That page also includes my contact information. Why UF 200? UF 200 is a required course for students who want to graduate from Boise State University. University Foundation's courses are just 6 credits out of the 36 general education credits required by the state of Idaho. UF 200 is a course built on the foundations of ethics and diversity. The focus for this class is diverse perspectives on oppressed communities. During this course, we will look at communities that have experienced oppression, in other words, populations whose human rights are being violated. As the focus of this class is diverse perspectives on oppressed communities, we will be studying several populations that experience human rights violations as well as concepts surrounding oppression. Why is ethics and diversity the theme for this UF 200 class? Oppressed communities lack the safety of the more privileged populations. How we view a population that is being oppressed depends on our cultural identities and ethical frameworks. This is true of individuals, institutions, groups, corporations, and governments. By focusing on the human rights, we will study the systems, beliefs, institutions, and actions that lead to ethical issues that result in the disabling of safety and security for diverse populations throughout the world. Beginning with building an understanding of our own personal cultural identity, the micro level, we will research and discuss how privilege and power appear to be crucial to escaping human rights violations and how those with privilege can spend that privilege to help oppressed communities. Knowing about your cultural identity will help you place yourself in terms of privilege and power. Looking at your own cultural identity and beliefs will help you to understand how your own perspective impacts your understanding of important global ethical issues as well as ethical issues that affect your personal life. We will use the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a multinational document that was written following World War II, as the ideal for defining human rights and human rights violations. We will learn about equality and inequality and inequity, and how these concepts are tied to diverse communities that are outside of the dominant culture, which is represented by those who hold the privilege and power in the world. We will study in detail 4 families of ethical frameworks, and specifically utilitarian, Kantian, virtue, and feminist or care ethics. You will be looking at this table throughout the 5 weeks. We will study how inequality occurs in terms of respect, recognition, love, care, power, working, learning and education, resources, and income. We will look at how systems of inequality are maintained, resulting in ethical issues with respect to diverse communities. Normally, during this course, you will complete an experiential learning project in your community as a means of understanding how you can engage with and impact populations experiencing human rights violations in your own community. I do not expect you to volunteer, although you may do so if you wish. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, you can complete this learning project virtually. Take a look at the Blackboard menu on the left side of this course. Click on Weekly Modules 1 to 15 to access each course module. When you've clicked on Weekly Modules 1 to 15, then click on Week 1. Then click on I lost my place. Okay. Then click on Module 1, Getting Started. Here is what every module includes. I will read this. There is a to-do list. There is my instructor weekly PowerPoint video. There are required reading and videos. Those two sets of videos and reading are going to be a part of the quiz. Then you'll see a link to a discussion leader assignment, which is due the previous Saturday and must be done by the person who's going to be leading the discussion for the upcoming week. There's the research for the module, a link to the discussion board participation instructions so that you know what you need to do. I will only post this in week 1. There will be a class discussion board with 2 due dates, a group activity, 2 per week, except week 1 has 3 group activities, a link to upcoming assignments due on Saturday. On Fridays in the week's 3rd module, a weekly instructor summary PowerPoint, which has the reflection questions, and on Fridays in the week's 3rd module, a place for the reflection answers. Every module has a quiz. To complete the quiz, you must have completed the required reading and videos. If you are discussion leader for that module, it is very important that you do this prior to working on your assignment and submitting your class discussion board post. Announcements. This is where I will contact the entire class about important events, due dates, suggestions, as well as answer your questions. Every announcement will also be emailed to you. For every module, there is a discussion board. I have already assigned you to a module to be a discussion leader. If you are a leader for week 1, module 2, or module 3, your discussion leader assignment is due on Monday, June 1st, 2020 by 11:59 p.m. See the discussion leader list in course information to see which module you are assigned to. You can find the discussion boards as well as the discussion leader posts by clicking on Class Discussion Board under Course Content in the Blackboard menu. Click on the module in which you want to participate and create a new thread to answer questions or lead the discussion. Let's look at assignments. Here is a list of all the assignments that are in this folder. You can see my late policy here as well as all of the assignments and any extra credit. Be sure to read the class discussion board participation instructions so that you get all of the participation points. Completing all of the assignments as well as the other tasks is important. All assignments found in the Assignments button in Blackboard are due on Saturdays by 11:59 p.m. There will be group work every week. As students, you have the opportunity to make group work successful during this or any other class. Be considerate of your other group members and do your part. If you can communicate effectively and often, your group experience should not be as pictured on this slide. To get to the group discussion board, click on Group Discussion in the Blackboard menu. There will be 2 group activities per week except for week 1, which includes an introductory post as well as the other 2 group activities. All group activity instructions will be located in that module. Some of the activities need to be turned into the group discussion board, but most of them must be submitted in the actual group activity found in that module. Each module that has a group activity will have instructions about where to submit. This is part of the calendar for this 5-week course. This may be the most important document in Blackboard. Found in syllabus and more, it details when everything is due in the calendar format. Make good use of this. It includes all 5 weeks. I just couldn't get that all on one slide. Here is a list of all the Okay, I'm missing the assignments. Here's a list of all the assignments. This does not include the weekly quiz, research, group activities, and reflection discussion feedback questions. The extra credit assignments are found at the bottom of the assignments. You can complete up to 50 points in extra credit. And the slide I skipped, Clicking on My Grades will take you to the grades you receive from me for each portion of the weekly modules as well as the assignments. I will add comments that you can see in your grades for all assignments and often for other types of work, such as group activities and reflection. I can always answer an email when you have questions about your grades. Completion of the 5 library badges is required if you want your Press community paper graded. You may already have completed these badges, in which case you may just submit proof of completion. See the library badges assignment under Assignments in Blackboard. There is also a sample of what it is that I expect you to submit for the library badges. The help desk. This could be the most important phone number you have. I have the help desk on speed dial and their number memorized. If you have any issues with Blackboard, please call them. I can't look over your shoulder to see what your screen looks like. Start with them. 208-426-4357. Any questions about this class? If you have questions, be sure to send me an email. Please do not reply to announcement, as replies can get lost. Here is how to contact me. You may also call the University Foundation's office at 208-426-4057 if necessary. When you send me an email, please start a new email to chrisclover@boisestate.edu. Please put in the subject line UF 200 Online section number 4001 or UF 200 Online section number 4003. Thank you. That's all for the video. Thanks for watching and listening.